You are now listening to The Black Spark, a podcast about actively balancing healthy relationships,
mindful parenting,
and mental and physical wellness in this crazy world.
I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us.
Welcome to The Black Spark.
Welcome to The Black Spark. I'm your host, Nia.
And I'm your host, Adai. And I smell good just for y'all. Because, like I said before, when you smell good, you feel good.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy for you.
You know, you should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like this sweater on you.
You do?
I like it better when the hair is... I like it better when the collar's popped.
Well...
Pop it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was excellent. Love the Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody. I will say, y'all caught a matinee on Sunday morning, 9:25, yo.
Perfect timing.
I was like, Cinemark XD, let's go. I saw Spider-Man for my 5-person family.
Yes.
For $64.
It's against my sensibilities.
Hey, listen, it's 5 people.
But 3 of them are children. Did you get the kids' price?
Yeah, hell.
Wow.
That's the thing.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. We have spent more than that. Anyway, love the movie. From the art to the accents to the colors.
Yes,
like
the art, the accents, the
diversity.
Yes, love the diversity.
Isn't that fun?
So good.
Yeah, I'm like...
I did start falling asleep toward the end, but that's just
what you do.
me. Yeah.
That's what you do.
That's just me.
Yeah, anytime we spend a certain amount of money on the movie, you have to go to sleep. There was also... I'm surprised you last that long. There was a lot of action. Could you keep up with what was happening?
No. No, I don't like the action, and I don't like all the shifting of the colors and it's just...
It was magnificent. I was all cracked out. It was great.
I was sitting next to Sinai, who was also quite bored.
Was she bored?
She was very bored.
Oh, I'm so glad I sat next to Tatum.
And, she tried to clean it up when she got home. She didn't want to, disappoint y'all. Everybody else seemed like they were having such a good time.
Really?
And everybody else. And I was like, Sinai, you don't have to lie. You didn't really like it that much. She was like, well, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was that good, but I thought it was good. I'm like, girl, those don't even go together. Yeah. Anyway, y'all should go see the movie.
Yeah, go see the movie. It was fun. Mm-hmm. I will say, hooray, summer. Something about the summer inspires me. Funny, I'm a little weird. Inspires me to work more. I don't know why. Let me run down the list for you. Maybe it's because I have a tiny window to do more things, to make the strategic shifts for the next iteration when the students return. Right? So I got to do all kinds of important things.
Got it.
And I ain't got a lot of time to bullshit. So I got to make specific moves with specific people. And maybe I feel more powerful because I'm making those moves. You know what I mean? And I don't have the burden of all the everyday madness. I will also say I love the sunshine. So feeling the energy. I was like, I wonder if it's the sun, if it's the fact that there's less people around right now, if it's just I like the summer. But I was also like, maybe it's just the fact that ain't no damn homework. And I'm excited about looking forward to no more damn homework.
Homework is a situation.
Yeah, it's a full-on situation.
It's a lot.
So, yeah, either way, I'm happy about it. I will say my son lit up when you dropped him off for robotics class. This guy jumped out the car.
He did.
Talking about grabbing on me, holding on me, talking about, Poppy, I love you.
Oh, that's sweet.
I was like, that's lovely. I don't know what his mother and sisters did to him on the way to drop him off, but do it again.
I mean, I had them in my Fubi car, which means crappy. I have the older car, and they hate it.
The only thing they like about it is the sunroof. It ain't no screen where they could look at what song is playing and watch the navigation.
They hated it. They was clowning me. So
what else did they say?
They said the center console leather situation is all messed up.
The arm is messed up.
It's dusty. The car seats are uncomfortable. What else did they say? I don't remember, but the only thing good about it is the sunroof. Oh, it doesn't have a screen. It's real old school.
Yes, it's real old school.
It's real old school.
Which one of them children talking about old school?
Tatum said
when
that.
You said that to me, I was like, "Gad, we teaching them well. We teaching them children well.
So
you got to raise the youth up right."
So that's what happened. I don't know. Maybe he was traumatized from that.
He was just happy to get out.
He was happy to get out and be going into the newer car.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Mm-hmm. So he lit up when you dropped him off. Mm-hmm. The robotics class was really good. He loved it. It was so much melanin in that room, and they were all nerdy, talking about coding and building things, and they had multiple options for what you could build and program. Use the iPad interface, and he loved it.
Nice.
He loved it. So I'm very excited to move to the next step of that with my guy. Gives me an opportunity because I'd be like racking my brain. What do I do with this boy? And he's also coming into his body, so I'm very happy about that. Yeah, good stuff. Let me see. Oh yeah, I had really meaningful conversations with Black men who I did not previously have meaningful relationships with.
Oh, okay.
So Friday afternoon at that lovely event that we went to, it was cool because one of my brothers was like, "Yeah, man," I was not venting, but sharing with him what I'm going through as a father. And he was like, "Yeah, man, this parenting thing is hard. It's hard. It'll really make you think about your life, what you're doing, why you're doing it, your own mental health, your own well-being. It'll really challenge you. It'll really challenge you." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." I didn't want to say it was hard because it's not hard. It's just an opportunity.
I mean, it's
layers of opportunity.
It's hard. You sound like me. Every time I actually get to talk to or remember to talk to moms of Black boys, I feel so seen. I feel so understood. I just feel so validated.
Yeah.
Because I be thinking my experience, you think you're alone. You think your experience is just completely new.
Something wrong with me. I'm not doing this right. What's wrong with him?
The kid? Like, you just feel alone, and it's like, nope, their kids are stupid too. Their kids is just crazy, just as challenging.
Crazy too. Oh, okay.
Just as much of a handful. So I'm glad you got that.
Oh God. And then the other brother on Sunday.
Okay.
Very tall gentleman.
Yes.
He helped me put things in perspective because he said through COVID he had the opportunity to let go of his second job.
Nice.
And actually spend time with his family. He's like, I'm going to work all the damn time. I don't get to see my children, my wife. And, COVID was like, yeah, I'm not going to do this one anymore. So just listening to him about his career trajectory, how he thought he was going to do one thing and ended up being like, I'm not doing it anymore. I want to be with my family. So, but I think I inspired him to go back to school too, so he can get to that next level.
I hope so.
Know what I mean?
Because I really want that for
yes. And they don't live far, so we about to hang out. My son loved playing with his children.
Yes.
So that was great. Yeah, I just wanted to do a little download of everything for y'all today. Finally, I'm very excited about the winter plans of ski trip type situation.
Oh, we got plans?
I mean, our friends said they were going to put something real together.
Oh, okay.
And that friend plans real things.
Okay.
So that's something to look forward to. Finally, a little moment of silence. Shout out to Coco Tiger.
Aw, Coco Tiger got infested.
Yes. Coco Tiger's been with us for a while. Spider plant.
It's not a spider plant, it's a pothos.
A pothos. That's what I said. 5-6 feet long it had gotten.
It had gotten to about 6 or 7 feet long. All the vines and stuff.
The environmental the damn flies came.
Yep. And they took over the plant.
2 dirt pots later.
Yep.
They was like, yeah, we still here.
Yep. Clean the roots, clean everything.
Yeah, sprayed stuff, took it. Yeah. So we're gonna have to find new plants.
So we have a new pothos in the room, but he or she is very, very small. So it'll be a journey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it. It's already root bound. We already got to put it in a new pot.
Oh, it needs a new pot already?
It's already
it's
outgrown
root bound
that
that pot.
pot.
Oh, good. We got pots.
Yeah. So anyway,
yeah. So
shout out to the Cocoa Tiger.
Yeah, I thought I would give y'all all the goods. We late, so figured I'd do it right. What's up, my love? How
I don't
was
really.
your week?
I don't.
You
need
ain't have
to
a
check
week?
in.
Your week ain't happening.
I'll just say I took the girls to their classes this Saturday.
Yes, you did.
Tatum had her first gymnastics class, which she is very, 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 very late for. Gymnasts usually started around 3 or 4 years old, and Tatum is 10. But it's fine.
Good. She good.
I just wanted to see if she would like it. Even if she just learns how to do some tumbles, some handstands, some things like that, I thought she would get something out of it. So we'll see. She doesn't seem to be super excited about it just yet, but it was just the first class. So we'll see. And then Sanai, unfortunately, the only class that was available for her was an improv dance class. And this is the child.
That's great.
No, because this is the child who needs to learn how to clap on the 2s and 4s and move her body to the actual beat. So to have an improv dance class is not doing anything for her, but reinforcing her too left-footedness.
Oh man, did you get any video of this? Because I wasn't.
I couldn't bring myself to take video.
Oh goodness,
of her just not getting the steps at all.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
Oh my goodness.
So it'll be a journey for the next few weeks with these classes.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, that's it for my check-in.
That's all you got. All right.
Let's talk about them damn kids.
Let's
talk about them damn kids.
I love you too much. Do it loud. Do it louder. What is happening?
So you probably don't remember. So last weekend, the tea kettle boiled, and you attempted to open it. I don't know why. Oh, you were doing something with it. Either way, you started lifting it, and something happened with a nail, and you dropped it back onto the stove quickly, and you said, "Fuck."
I do remember that.
And Tatum and Sinai, the children were at the table. Tatum, I was like right in the middle. I was facing the counter. I heard the slam. I heard the and then I looked because it was a fuck in the middle of the family, and I looked, and Tatum never looked away from you. When you said that, she stared at you, and you grunted, and then she looked at you and turned towards Sinai and said, and then Sinai turned and looked at you, and they both went, ooh. And I watched the whole thing.
Oh my god.
It was great. And it was, that smirk that they know they're not supposed to laugh. They know they can't talk about it, even though you can. They can't talk about it.
Oh
they just both witnessed something, and they was just like, ooh. It was great. I loved it.
Oh my god. No, I did not. My finger was hurting.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
I was not paying attention to
caring for yourself.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, well, I don't know if you remember. A few days ago, Kyrie came with a very existential question. Would you rather die or kill someone else? To that, Sanai said, I'd rather die. And Kyrie goes, I'd rather kill someone. Sanai says, because I'll probably have a second life anyway. And Tatum says, I don't want to kill because I don't want the guilt.
Oh, God!
And that is our children in a nutshell.
remember that. Yes,
Mhm.
I'm so glad you brought it back. Yo, that's 100% these people.
Yep, that's
That is
them.
their personalities.
I was just looking on Instagram, blah blah blah, today, yesterday, I don't know. And somebody said, tell me which of your children is bound to hostily overthrow a government, and tell me why it's your second one.
Yes.
So yeah, so they're just very interesting.
Oh my goodness.
For analog relationships in a digital world, this week we are going to discuss what causes people to be burnt out in relationships.
A child keeps coughing in the background.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Oh man, I had the answer before you said relationships.
Oh, okay. Well, what causes people to be burnt out?
A lack of a sense of control.
Explain.
Yes, I learned a long time ago that tired and exhaustion are different things.
Okay.
I don't know if it was Keanu Reeves who also shared that depression is your avatar telling you it's tired of playing this character. Right? Think about it. If you win the lottery, if you find out you win the lottery, all of a sudden you get a burst of energy. You can do anything. You're excited about the future. If you find out somebody passed, all of a sudden you're sad, you have lower energy. Those are all ideas. Both of those are ideas. Anyway, in the workplace.
Okay.
In the workplace.
Okay. I'm like, those are real shit that happen, but okay.
Right, but you control your state, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yes, and so people end up burned out when they don't have a sense of control over the situation, when they don't have a sense of options, when they don't have a sense of autonomy, right? And so you begin to feel burdened and weighed down by all the things you have to do. Right?
Okay,
so your perspective on things, exactly.
Connected.
Exactly. So, except I don't know how black women have been doing it all these years. They've been feeling that forever.
Women all over. But
women, yes.
Thank you.
And haven't become burned out, but it results in other things, health issues.
No, we burned out, but go ahead.
But still got to keep going, right? In relationships, I would say if you always feel like you're giving and you're not getting anything back, if you always feel like you're pouring in, but no one's pouring into you, or if you always feel like you're not being heard, you can have a sense of burnout. Also, if you don't like, forgive me for quoting folks, but Tony Robbins talks about our sense of options creates crises, right? So when you are in a situation, if you think you have no options, you're in a crisis. If you think you have two options, you're a little bit less of a crisis. If you think you have three options, all of a sudden now you feel a little bit of freedom. You have things that you could do versus being trapped in this one path. If you have a lot more options, all of a sudden you just have choices to make.
Oh, okay. So that's why
you're not in
cheat.
Crisis. No, I know I cheated because it was just greed. It was fun and options. It was options. See? You know what I mean? But no, mess me up. So, but I'm doing my best to bring it back to like relationship, right? And so, if you feel like you always the one doing everything, you can end up feeling burnt out. If you feel like you're never being heard or you're never being loved, you can end up feeling burnt out.
I feel like people be feeling burnt out without like actually giving.
I came into the room earlier, right? Come on, real talk.
It's really happening.
And I was just being me, just moving along with the setup process. And Nia could sense with her ESPN. She was like, you got something you want to say? And I was like, I'm just saying, like, you got home early. Mm-hmm. And you're saying you just still in here on the phone on the TV. Like, what's up? I'm like, I'm saying.
You said you just been laying here all the whole
time. And you said, well, I did wash the dishes and something else.
Iron the kids' clothes.
Iron all the kids' clothes for the week. And I was like,
He said, you did wash the dishes?
You did.
I didn't notice you washed the dishes.
I didn't notice you washed the dishes. And then, see, this is my feelings, right?
Mhm.
And then you was like, oh, I guess my helping out wasn't enough.
Yeah.
And I was like, it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. It was enough. But according to my perception in that moment, I had to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had a moment of clarity.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, I will
Shut my mouth wide open and let me keep setting up for this show. Because
I will say I came in the house and I saw the dishes where the sink was full. There was stuff on the stove too. I said, okay, let me do most of the dishes because I think Tatum is on the list for doing the dishes today, and I don't think she did them.
No.
Okay.
I told him not to.
Okay. So I didn't want to do all of it because I wanted her to get to do some dishes. But I did not think about dinner. So, there's that because I was doing other stuff. But okay.
That's fine. No, you also, it's cool. It's cool. So when a person feels a certain way, you can feel burnt out. But if you put things in perspective, your feelings can be instantly transformed if you're open to being receptive to the reality of the situation. Right?
That's why open communication is very important.
Super.
So I think that's great.
Oh, but you Googled it, so you got a better answer. Go ahead. Come on.
No, I don't have a better
You got
answer.
to show me up. I'm
no.
teasing. I would love to be shown up. I want more. Get it on.
I saw this on the internet somewhere where it says couples should follow the 2-2-2 rule. Did you see that today? Because people, we all be getting the same stuff on our social media if we be liking the same stuff. So okay,
the 2-2-2 rule.
Come on. 2-2-2 rule for relationships is to go out, have a date night 2 times a month. So every 2 weeks, you have a date night. Every 2 months, you do a staycation, like a weekend getaway. And then every 2 years, you do a week-long vacation, just y'all.
I'm about to say just for us.
Yes.
Okay.
So I thought that might be interesting. I mean, I see people being on their dates and stuff. Vacationing has been difficult with.
Well, everyone with a family knows a family trip is a family trip, not a vacation.
Yes, but finding do it a certain way. Childcare for us to be able to go away for a week is a task.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
So
yeah.
But we're going to get it together.
We're going to get it there at some point.
So, hey, let us know if y'all try out the 2-2-2 rule. If y'all been doing the 2-2-2 rule. If y'all been like blah, blah, blahly doing it. What's the word I'm looking for?
Blah, 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 blahly?
Blah, blah, blahly.
Unofficially.
See? Blah, blah, blahly.
Okay.
It's late.
It is.
All right, let us know.
It's time for Ask a Die, where we read and answer a question from you, our listener family. Send your questions to itstheblackspark@gmail.com or message us on Instagram @theblacksparkpodcast.
Would you rather have more time or more money?
Yes. Give me more money.
You'd rather have more money?
Give me more money. I mean, so I am assuming that I'll have whatever time I'm going to have plus more money. Not like if I ask for more money, I'm all of a sudden going to lose time.
That's correct.
You know what I mean? So whatever time this body and this corporeal experience is allotted, I want that time. Give me more money so I can use it to enjoy that time.
Interesting take.
Yeah. If I have more time, I can make more money. I can find more money. But if I got the money, let me get the money.
Wow.
So I can go straight to doing what the hell I want to do with my time.
Okay.
Because when you have the money to do what you want to do,
listen,
you can do what you want with your time.
It's your opinion.
And as certain people have stated, time is really the only wealth in life.
Right, but you just chose money.
So if I get the money, I do what the hell I want with my time. And I'm always in my treasure chest.
Oh,
If I got more
Lord.
time and I ain't got enough money, I'm using all my time to
It's
find money.
not you don't have enough money. You have the money you have now.
Yeah. I could use some of that money to buy more time. Get some biohacking going on in
my
here.
God.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, were you say so?
Yeah, because I'm like going to use it to help me. So I'm feeling like it's like that money I'm going to use to buy me more time in this
But
body.
see, that's the thing. How you don't know how much time you have in this
I don't.
body.
I
So
don't
you
know.
can't, and there is no buying of time. What you don't know how much more time you can. It's your opinion. It's fine. It's awesome. I appreciate your money choice. I'm just saying. I don't know how you
I'm seeing how
buy.
long I can sit here and look at you the same way. I'm trying not to do anything.
I don't know how you buy more years, but okay.
Yeah. No, technology is good.
Okay.
I like it.
I would choose time.
Mm.
I would ask for more time. I would like more time to spend with my family and friends. With the amount of money that we have now, it's fine. It could be better, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'd rather the time. And I mean, if the time allows me to like stretch out how long I look like this before I start looking, you know what I mean? It's good. It's good. I'll take the time.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Oh.
I'd like to stretch out how long you look like this.
Oh God.
I like to stretch it out.
And we're moving on.
It's Nia's Need to Know.
Politics.
It's Nia's Need to Know.
Ratchet random.
It's Nia's Need to Know. It's
Yes,
Nia's
my
Need to Know.
turn.
Yes, so prosecutors are suspicious of an incident at Mar-a-Lago where a swimming pool was drained and ended up flooding the room where the computer servers containing the surveillance videos in and around the time of the classified documents being moved and such.
Are you kidding
so
me?
they drained the pool into a room.
Yeah.
Because that's not how you drain pools.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is apparently suing one of his former attorneys out of spite because that attorney spoke to the federal prosecutors. He never paid his attorneys anyway, so they could just countersue for their money. But Oklahoma has approved the first religious charter school in the United States, setting up a battle over whether taxpayers can directly fund religious schools. Yeah, so the whole thing about taxes being used to fund public education is because it's public education. And so that's why religious schools and whatever other private schools have private funding. But this is the whole idea of school choice and all that kind of stuff. They really want to take everybody's funds and funnel it into actually indoctrinating children. Bexar County, Texas Sheriff's Office has completed their criminal investigation of, remember when the migrants were being shipped to Martha's Vineyard and all that stuff?
Yes.
And they were flown there and they didn't know that that's where they was going or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, so this person has recommended criminal charges for Ron DeSantis for doing that.
You think?
So we'll see how
That's
far
kidnapping.
that goes. It is kidnapping and human trafficking.
Yeah, how about that?
But we'll see how far it goes. The defense attorney for Representative George Santos, y'all know George Santos. He's the Republican who should not have won that seat in New York City. I think it's Long Island, actually. And he did it with all the lies. Lying about what college he went to, lying about what kind of jobs he had, like lies.
He lied on his resume. And got the job.
And got the job. And then they came out with all these. Apparently, he had a pseudonym for his drag queen alias out in Brazil, where he has some charges against him there. Like, no, it's a big deal, and this person is in our government, like having access to.
Isn't that grounds for immediate dismissal?
It is, but
you lied.
it is. However, the Republicans don't want to lose any of their numbers, so
yeah, no. But why are they? Because you got to go through the process.
But here's the problem.
To have them removed.
The problem with them being so concerned about their numbers is that this is a security risk. And this is why. So the defense attorney for George Santos has asked the court to seal the records showing who helped him to pay off his $500,000 bond in these criminal cases. Because he said they argue that those people are likely to suffer great distress, may lose their jobs, and God forbid, may suffer physical injury. Because the House asked, hey, where'd you get this money from? Like, ethics committee, what's happening? The attorney said, my client would rather surrender to pretrial detention. He would rather go back to jail
than
to tell who paid his bond.
Because follow the money.
So what does that say about who paid his bond? Who is he really beholden to? So, child,
I ain't saying nothing.
The NYPD is still stopping, frisking, and searching too many people unlawfully, almost all people of color, despite assurances from the new mayor, Eric Adams, who is a former police chief, whatever, that new policies and training within the practice and a new report by a court-appointed monitor found. So, yeah, once a child.
Different face, same animal.
Once a pig, always a pig. Love you, but not, you know.
Won the town, the beast is loose.
Yeah. All right, so that's all the craziness. I don't have any ratchet this week. I can't think of anything ratchet that happened, but this week I learned that Florida is not a safe place for Black people. Ajike Owens, she has, I'm not sure how many children, but her children were playing in a field near an apartment complex when a white woman yelled racial slurs at them and said to get off her land. The children left behind an iPad, which the white lady stole. When one of the children came back to retrieve it, she threw it at them.
Oh, breaking it. Oh, hitting it. Hitting them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So the mom, Miss Owens, knocked on the woman's door, and without even opening the door, she shot through the door, killing Miss Owens.
No.
Yeah. And the white lady is not arrested because they're trying to determine if she was standing her ground.
I was just about to say, there is no standing of ground when the door is closed. You shot through a door.
You shot through a door. You were
there
not
is no threat. There's nothing to determine. She wasn't coming to get you. You could have talked to her through the door.
So there's a graphic going around about how often stand your ground cases stand and how they don't work. Like, most of the time, they don't work for, actually, yeah. Most of the time they don't
people
work
don't understand what it really is, so they try to use it.
Most of the time they don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Even more of the time, they don't work for Black people.
Mm-hmm.
They almost always be working for the white people. Like, when it do work, it's white people who benefited from it. So I have people in Florida. I have friends in Florida. Like, I think it was the NAACP. Yeah, NAACP issued a travel advisory for Black people not to go there. Our fraternities and sororities are having lots of conversations about how to handle, because they have been doing away with African American studies, Black fraternities and sororities, Black and any non-funding funding for all of these. Yep. Well, no one's teaching CRT. They're funding. It's funding for just diversity programming, diversity
Awareness.
awareness,
Anything. Yeah.
cultural centers,
Yeah.
cultural groups, anything like that that's on a public campus. They're trying to do away with that. And so, when you can get shot by pulling up in the wrong driveway because you might have gotten lost on your GPS, you get shot knocking on a door, you get it's just not okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not okay. So, there was a protest, I'm not sure in what state, where Black and brown people were like, we need white people who are allies to come and sit in on this protest. Because if it's all Black and brown people who do it,
we're going to get abused.
We're going to get abused.
They're going to aggress.
So we're calling all allies to
be shields.
We're not going. We need y'all to go. Because they're not going to hurt you, and you will be listened to. And yeah, I don't know what to do about Florida. I feel like Bugs Bunny. I feel like I just want to saw that shit right off and let it flow into the Gulf of Mexico. But yeah, so that's what I learned this week. I won't be going to Florida anytime soon. What did you learn?
I learned that. Thank you for asking. I do so appreciate your generosity. I learned that divine timing can be my time if I just listen. You know how they say your time is not God's time, and things don't always happen the way you want it, but they always happen according. Won't he do it? Blah blah blah. And I have been doing some reflection and some actually being present in the moment when I'm feeling certain feelings around what I should be doing. And, people call it miraculous, but if you actually just sit and be quiet and actually pay attention to the voice in your head, not that other side that's telling you to do something, but if you just pay attention to the spirit within and you take key actions for the betterment of your future, a lot of things will work out. You may not see it working out at the biggest, next highest level, but things just happen to fall into place when I take advantage of my best judgment. And so, yeah.
That's what
I'm being circuitous.
You just learned it this week?
I keep learning it. You're about to turn the camera off. Nah, because I used to say, I still do. I do what I want, when I want, how I want, right? And then years ago in my master's program, one of my friends taught me that the key is not wanting what you have. It's not having what you want, but wanting what you have. And so as I continue to allow myself to take stock and be appreciative of what I have, and not even just what I have materially, that's not what I'm talking about, but what I have in terms of who I am and what I can do with my capabilities. I can make certain decisions and things just flow. And people are like, how do you stay so happy? How do you stay so this? I'm like, first of all, you don't know what's going on here. So don't believe everything you see. But also, things work out for me. Even when I'm not so happy, stuff just keeps coming and working out for me.
Nice.
So, yeah. And I will say, as I make those decisions, I'm not a religious person. You know that. And I balk at identifying with an external force that will somehow do things for me. I think prayer is powerful, but you can make better things happen when you actually take action. And so
faith without works is dead.
Yes, my faith in self is what keeps me going, and my ability to continue to just make certain choices for my family and my life has been restored. It'd be shaking.
Well, yeah.
It'd be shaking. But when you sit down and be quiet and you make certain decisions, things work out.
Nice.
For me, I don't know what everybody else is going through. That's not my ministry. This one is.
Well, I'm happy for you. And us, I guess, as extensions.
Yes, well, you are my purpose.
Oh, thank you.
So, it's working. It's
It's embarrassing.
Are we ready to spark it up?
Spark it up.
Please do.
Thanks for checking us out. Remember to follow us on Instagram at The Black Spark Podcast.
And if you like what you hear, leave us a 5-star review wherever you're listening.